Welcome back to Spentaneous, my good people. Our #1 goal is to take over the world, or in this case, it's to figure out what the heck is going on here in the Outer Wilds. All I know right now is we've made it onto the other twin planet thing, I don't remember what it's called, and we're translating some text here. So Yarrow, some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Both ways are sounding exciting. You know, I don't find that funny. How curious. Rami thinks I'm a gas, and I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation. I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this, and I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction, but here we are. Hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial for you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis. That, at least, we can agree on. Alright, so we got a little bit of stuff. There's some ship log information. Oh god, is this gonna be one of those tricky, like we've gotta... Yep. No! How are we gonna make it through there? That's ridiculous. All right, we gotta get to that lake bed fast. Oh, sweet. While it's an autopilot, we can just be like, whatever, we're doing whatever we want. Wait, so the sand hasn't started falling yet. Interesting. All right, we are gonna leave our ship here though. And we're just going for it. Okay, we're in basically the center of the planet. And it's a freaking maze, and if I'm going the right way, it's news to me. Oh god. We're gonna die in here. I'm assuming this is gonna be one of the most difficult places to deal with, because it's a freaking maze trying to get through here, and we don't even know what we're looking for, because that's just the way back out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw a light here, so we know this is where we came back to. Then we got this one, which leads to a couple different locations, and this one, which leads to nothing. So we are making progress. Okay, we've got that way that's blocked off, and that way that's also blocked off. What about here? It is nice being able to throw the scout down and using that as basically a point of being like, all right, don't go. Shit. Oh god, we're running out of so much oxygen. Yes! Okay, patch it, patch it. Okay, we don't have much oxygen left. We've got 2 ways to go. That's a dead end. And this is not a dead end. Is this the right way? No, it's not. We just... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, that is so cool. So to get through this, we just keep turning until it gets us through. We're out of oxygen, though. We're not gonna make it. Whatever's up here. Oh, there's a plant! Come on, please! Shit! So now that we've figured out how to get through that, we're golden. We've got almost no issues coming our way, I hope. But I mean, we were so close. We just made it to the plant, and then everything just fell apart and got all over the place. What is nice is while we're autopiloting it over to the planet, we can go and put our suit on so we can try and save as much time as possible. We were cutting it pretty close at the start there. The sand was just starting to come up into the ground around us, but you know, it's fine. We're doing okay. Once we get through this last part though, I feel like things are gonna get a lot easier and a lot less complicated. Once we figured out the trick for like moving back and forth and getting through the doors, it was pretty simple to maneuver our way through. I mean, there's no coming back out, so we might as well just take the ship all the way down. That's fine, that's fine. Cool, we're gonna call that a successful landing operation. I think what's really interesting, what they did here is they kind of tricked us by giving us this first place where we had to try and move our way around and figure out how to get through, only for the next spot to have all the different rocks and sections change and switch on us. It's a pretty clever trick. And okay, we're already here. Mallory, if you've come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. What happened before Coleus disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing at the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. But you're strange. Wandering Rock Friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Coleus and I observed this unusual looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. So if I turn these off, my god, we're teleporting through the caves. We can teleport through the caves by standing on the rock. Where are we now? Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more. I think I've read all this stuff. So where are we right now? Our ship is down below. I'm hoping it's not buried within sand. Oh, not quite yet. Hello, ship. I believe we've discovered everything we needed to here. So if we go to the map view and we go to this one, the Sunless City, there's more to explore here. Lakebed Cave, there's more to explore here. Shoot. Okay, so inside here, we're gonna find a rock and we're gonna be able to use it to teleport to different locations again. So we are now... Where are we? What is this? How curious, this rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming, this new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis, if the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Minoria is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with the quantum object and they move together. So, friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, and if he does, learn something useful from it. I mean, I would argue and say it was pretty darn useful, because if we ever find these rocks again, it's gonna be all over the place. So that should be everything inside those caves then. All that's left now is the Sunless City. What? What have I not explored in the Sunless City? There's no real easy way to get back in there, is there? Ugh. God, and there's so many planets that we still have to explore. Okay, so I believe the plan here, since we're alive, is to go to this guy. So we got a couple different locations that are starting to pop up. This is the one so far that interests me the most. We're walking on the ceiling now, all right. Clary, here's our first delivery. Varro, 1 warp core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. So my gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. Yarrow, I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose, more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. Oh. Yarrow, stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister in romantic matters. Her density revels in neutron stars. And go meet her on the White Hole Station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Alright, I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. God, there's so many places for us to explore and things to do. It feels almost impossible doing these in episodes. The sun's gonna explode any moment now. Let's at least go in here and see if we can find anything before everything's gone. Oh, this is just a... Really? Is this just gonna bring us all the way up to the top? Oh god, we don't have any oxygen. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, I think that's a good time for us to call this the next time on Spentaneous, my good people. I honestly don't know the next direction we're gonna go. We've got a bunch of stuff that we're gonna read first in our ship, and then we're gonna figure out a plan of action after that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next time on Spentaneous.